And welcome, welcome back to another episode of my Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty here on College Football 26. We are in year 3, week 11, getting ready to host the Penn State Nittany Lions. We are finally back at home, and we're ranked number 10 in the country, taking on a Nittany Lions team that is 5-4 on the season, despite being really, really good from an overall perspective. Now, we are coming off of a last minute touchdown drive victory on the road at Ohio State, putting the Buckeyes below 500. And we have largely made it through this gauntlet of a schedule relatively unscathed. Very, very tough schedule. This is the last huge hurdle of the season. Michigan State and Indiana can certainly beat us. I'm not saying they cannot. But Penn State is the last gigantic hurdle of this season. We win this game, I think we have a very good opportunity of going 10-2 in the regular season and potentially putting ourselves for a run into the playoffs. Now, we've lost to Oregon. We lost to Notre Dame. We came back and beat Nebraska. Our schedule is not looking great because of how much teams like Ohio State have struggled. But we got a really good chance to finish out the season well. But this is obviously an extremely tough game as we look at things from a conference standings perspective. We have a chance. We need some luck, need some things to work out in our favor. But we have a chance at getting to the Big Ten championship game if we win out. I think a loss is pretty much going to do us in. I think that's going to be a death knell to our opportunities because I don't see USC or Oregon, and Oregon can lose 2 games in the conference and still be ahead of us. USC maybe loses 2, but they're a very, very solid squad. But let's take a look at this Penn State team. It's kind of frustrating having back-to-back games against them in Ohio State, especially when you're not getting the benefit of them having great seasons for how talented they are. James McCauley is here at quarterback for them, a dual-threat 6'5" guy with big speed, big arms, excellent accuracy. The awareness is definitely on the lower side. Maybe that's something that really helps us out. His deep accuracy is not overly strong, but everything else looks really, really solid for him. Michael Ford is their lead back. Quentin Martin is out with this game with an injury. He is their speed burner, so that is a plus for us. Daryl Roth is kind of operating as the backup right now. Really solid trio of receivers with pretty good size among them. Ty Romo is also out as well, so it's really this top 3. Then it drops off pretty significantly. The tight end's really good. Luke Reynolds is somehow still around. The offensive line, really solid all the way across, even with Cooper Cousins, technically their best player after the boost, also being out in this game. They're dealing with a bunch of injuries along their offense, but a lot of talent on this team. Defensive line, so they have Jaden Jackson is a really, really solid defensive tackle, but the rest of the line, it's really good on the interior. It's not great on the edges. The linebackers, though, can play in space. They can play with speed, particularly Dakari Nelson. The cornerbacks, not the most size in the world, and it's not the best group, but Beasley is very, very good. They do have some speed, but it's not a great cornerback group. Marion Campbell, really, really solid safety, not a tremendous athlete, though. And Antoine at Belgrave Shorter is again, a pretty significant step down. So, like, what I see is wanting to attack this team through the air, but I feel like that's maybe not the safest way to play things. I think in this game I am going to bench Justin Marshall, our senior running back. Has really been hit, with this wear and tear. Got a big drop right now to his speed. So he's got nothing left of this season. So what I think this is actually going to do, we have a deal breaker problem here with David Stenerud anyway, the number 1 running back in this last class. I think there's a pretty good chance he hits the portal. But this is, I think, it's just a really important stretch run for us. Stenerud, I think, is talented enough, has enough burst. I think he can play. But definitely kind of expecting this to be a lot of Gabriel Joyner, who had a really strong game there against Ohio State. A lot of Abdul Volk. I don't guess there's really anything that we can do at this point from a wear and tear perspective for Justin Marshall. He just is out of out of season ability to get better. That -9 speed is going to be pretty significant for a guy that is, now almost the slowest running back that we have on the team. So I think there's a good opportunity we maybe do see some David Stenerud in this game if we need it, but expect a lot of Volk, expect a lot of Joyner. For right now, we're going to move Joyner up to our #1 spot, and we'll move him up to the top spot as well for the third down back as well. Right, actually, maybe that's an opportunity here. We'll just play Stenerud. I don't think there's really any point in keeping him out of if it's not going to let me. Remember the redshirt, you lose a redshirt if they play more. Would you sure you wish to move them? Yes. I think we're going to give Stenerud some play here on the back half of the season. I think that the injuries to Justin Marshall are definitely playing a part. If Stenerud doesn't seem like he's really playing well, it's just one game. We can give him a chance to redshirt. We're playing for a lot this season, and it's a guy that could transfer out anyway. He's a guy with excellent caps. Is probably a 3-year player at this point in time in his college career. So I think he's going to be really, really good. But we have a massive game here. We're a top 10 Purdue team. We are currently in the CFP bracket. Let's see if we can handle business here at home. Speaking of which, what time is kickoff? I did miss that. Because if it's a night game, I would like to wear, kind of go like with the all-black uniforms. This will be 4 p.m. kickoff. Okay. We'll rock a little something different anyway just because of the environment that we're trying to set up here. But super excited to be back playing this game. I've really, really enjoyed this game. I know there's been plenty of people that have had their issues with it. I think that wear and tear is a little too strong. I think it's too significant. It's too hard to keep running backs in particular healthy when the wear and tear doesn't really seem to affect any other position. But I really had a good time with it using Mat 10 sliders, letting things play out. Oh, and I forgot to turn off the commentary. I was playing just kind of an offline Dynasty and wanted to have that kind of in the background. But we've got a massive game here as we are hosting Penn State. Let me turn the volume for the commentary down. Sorry about that. I want to say that I've done it's actually the first game I played on this game with the commentary on. And a little lackluster, to be sure. But number 10, Purdue, hosting Penn State. Big 10 game of massive importance for us as we try to stay in that race, try to stay in the college football playoff race. Excellent team, lots of good players. Maybe we get the benefit of them being more banged up than we are. But we're without our top, most consistent offensive player as well. We'll see how things play out. We are going to open up McCauley in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. It's going to be a run play. Really good block in there. At least holding the line. Ends up being a gain of 4. I think we did a good job at least kind of holding the point on that play. The pass rush has been a little inconsistent, but it does feel like the front is kind of getting going here over the last little bit of the season. That's a play up the middle. Big strike. Berglund on the tackle. McCauley's first pass of the day goes for 23. Already on the Purdue side of the field. Underneath, quick tackle there by Dalton Sly, who has been excellent of late. Really and truly as good as pretty much any player on this defense. We got a ton of recruits in on this week too. Makes it even more important. There we go. Nice play. Berglund able to knock that one away. It's going to be a 3rd and 8. Again, McCauley's a very good athlete. Definitely something that we have to pay attention to. Let's play a little slot here. Let's go underneath. And it's going to be just a quarterback run, but we're going to get the stop. This is probably an opportunity for them to go for it. We're actually going to send out the field goal unit here. This is a big, long field goal. Let's see. The kick is up. Looks like the kick is going to be good, and it is. Wow. Made that with ease. So we do get the stop. but the 23-yard pass coming after the kind of put them in good field position there, did just enough on that third down quarterback draw to get a little bit out of that. Purdue does eventually get the stop, and now we're out here on offense. And again, pretty much going to be without Justin Marshall. We can use him in a pinch, but kind of hoping that maybe a week of him not playing that much, that things do kind of work out for the better. And let's get things started here. 4 wide receiver set. Gabriel Joyner getting his first start to get the ball here. Nice run there, gain of 8. Yeah, I think right now, that's going to be a good way to utilize Marshall if we kind of need him in the pinch in the back half of games. I think that would make a lot more sense than using up his 7 or 8 touches he can get early on. Another run here to Joyner. It's a nice play. Running game off to a good start for Purdue. We're going to try to lean on that a lot in this game. We did against Ohio State. Didn't ask a ton out of downs, but when we needed him to make plays, he did make it. Did have a really bad pass, an interception. We were able to overcome it. They get this over to Gant. He drops it. Now it's a 3rd and 9. Don't want to play afraid. Don't want to play scared. We need to be playing as the aggressor today. I feel like in our loss to Penn State last year, we maybe were not aggressive enough trying to make things happen, and it strikes is going to be a pick 6 going back the other way. Try to get aggressive on 3rd down. And Penn State is now going to jump off to a very likely 10-0 lead here. Bad start to that 3-down set. Force us into a 3rd and long. Nobody really open there. Downs took a chance. Try to get it to Burhan, and Burhan did not really do anything with it. Now we're down 10-0. Still a lot of football, though, left in this game. Downs already cold. Going to get this up to Gant, up the seam. He's got speed. Take that across midfield. A nice answer from Downs and company immediately after that pick 6 interception. Downs done a lot of interceptions this year, but it's been very high-level stuff from him as well as Quentin Joyner. Another good run. So far, this running game has been really good today. Outside of the 1 carry there from Volk, things have been rock solid. See if we can get that to continue. Hand this off to the sophomore Volk. It's a nice block. Gain of 5, Marcus Easley. He is definitely, let me see kind of what his wear and tear thing is, because he has dealt with more injuries here as of recent. Severe right now. He's got plenty of rest though. Okay, so he's got plenty of ability to heal up, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Let's see where we want to go. 2nd and 5. Downs takes it. We're trying to get this over to Smith. He really struggles with that throw. Really struggles with that out route. 3rd and 5. Come on. Try to get this over to Burhan. He does bring it in, so it's a nice 1st down there. And now for the first time, we do see Stenerud out there, the true freshman #1 tailback in the country last year. One of the best players in his recruiting class, gets his first touch. Doesn't get a lot on that play, though. What do we want to do here? And spread them out with a double stack look. Nice run blocking. Joyner takes this down to the 3. Easley's back out there because that's the way this game works. think we try to get this to the flat out to Burhan and see how it plays. Now it takes it. They jump to the inside. Burhan's going to get into the end zone. He's at least a semifinalist for the Mackey Award, largely because of his ability to score in the red zone. So a nice answer. We moved the ball well on that drive, stayed ahead of the chains, and we made it work. Rod Branch now dealing with an injury. Ten to 7. Nothing I saw from their first drive offensively overly scares me. It was really just one play. Then we gave them a pick 6 on our first offensive possession. Penn State's second time out there on offense. Play action. They come through, and Harkless is going to get the sack. First one for either team on the day. Going to immediately back up the Nittany Lions. This is a crowd that's getting a little tougher to play. We've been pretty good at home in this series. Good pass out, nice screen. Just a good play. We actually stopped him short there. Tackle from Marable. Yeah. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. He does get it. I've got to pay more attention to that. That way I can put us into the goal line. A lot of the times I like to let just the coach suggestions run on defense. A little wider here with Jeffries. It's going to be a run play. Good blocking. Slide does a nice job getting off that tackle and slowing Ford down. 2nd and 5. Come on, guys. Under center, 3 tight ends. Going to be a toss to the outside. It could be well blocked, but Bradford able to get off the block of the tight end and make a great play there. Now it's a 3rd and 3. I'm not necessarily thrilled with the idea of going man here, but we'll give it a try. Had several guys open, and he is instead going to scramble. Creates a big play. I think McCauley missed a couple of free throws there. But he gets the first down eventually, so it ends up not mattering. Trying to get to him. We are. Harkless misses him. He scrambles up. Gets knocked away. A nice play from Bradford. Something that's standing out early is definitely their pass blocking. Running a little bit more man, wanting to send a little bit more pressure. I'll do so again here. Send the tight end in motion. It's going to be a handoff away from where the tight end went. And it's just really good blocking. He's breaking several tackles. Ends up being a first down run. Okay. So their run game has been really good here early on. Out here in the pistol now. Nice job there from Morton. Gets off the block. The true freshman, I think, has had a really, really solid, rookie campaign here for us. Into the first quarter, Penn State is up 10 to 7. We threw a pick 6, really hurt ourselves, hit ourselves in the foot. We did answer with a touchdown to make it a 3-point game. Got to get off the field defensively. Definitely going to play a major role here in our success. 2nd and 14, so we got them behind the chains. It's a really good opportunity to kind of hold down the fort here. See if they run the ball with Ford. He's actually going to go out or pass. We're not going to get much pass rush with just 3. He scrambles out again. At this point, I don't see how we do anything other than put up a quarterback spy. We're going to use Scales as that spy. He's a really good athlete here. We'll rock with that. It's going to be a run play. Scales locks it up. Okay. So we've gotten a couple of big 3rd down stops defensively, but they've both been in field goal range, unfortunately. Try to come off the edge here with Sly. Kick is up. Kick is good. 13 to 7. They got a really good kicker with a strong leg. All right. So a touchdown here would at least tie it. The extra point would give us the lead. Branch is certainly a little banged up. Yeah, Branch essentially can't play right now either. Okay, We don't get the ball to Branch a ton, but they just kind of moving him down a couple of spots. Harris fills a pretty similar role to him. Get things going here on offense. 3 wide receivers. Try to get this out to Joyner. Gets a nice block for both the receivers. Harris actually gets a second one there. It's a first down to get us started. First and 10. Now just takes it. He's going to hand it off to Joyner. He's going to get shut down. That great defensive tackle right at the line of scrimmage. We're okay. Second and 10. Get this to Burhan. Just make it a third and manageable. Give us something to work with here. Do so exactly on that play. Trying to get that inside. Burhan able to catch that one up the seam. Linebacker running with him, but had his head turned the wrong way. Able to squeeze that to Burhan. It's another first down. One play to Joyner. Couldn't get to the outside there. So the run game has definitely been a little suspect on this drive anyway. Take it. Want to send pressure, and he overthrew Durr there. Third and 10. Missed opportunity. Kind of wanted to slide downs away from pressure. Trying to come back on the other side. He's going to try to get this to Stenerud. Stenerud makes his first big play of his career. Again, not a supreme athlete. A really good football player. Unibrow and all. True freshman making an impact. We're going to give him the ball again here. Takes it, has no chance, no blocking there. Second and 11. Just takes it. Bullet over to Smith, who brings it in. I got 3rd and 1. We'll take the odds on that. Should be an opportunity. Hat on a hat up front. 4th and inches. We're going to go for it here. We're in our house. Quarterback sneak time here. He gets it and falls down. Shout out to the computer for showing me how nice and easy those quarterback sneaks are. Now takes it. Going to get this to Gant, who might get in, does not. Thought he might get his first career touchdown there. Is unable to do so. First and goal. Hand this off to Joyner. He's going to get stuffed. Second and goal. Now just takes it. Gonna try to get this to Burhan. He drops it. Okay. So they're really gonna focus up the middle here. Just takes it. Got his man, Corey Smith, easily to the inside there. Easy touchdown there on 3rd down. A couple of really big conversions along that drive. Purdue falls behind 10-0, but has put together back-to-back really strong offensive drives. They do start with the ball to start the second half, a 15-play ordeal there, trying to wear out this Penn State defense. But the Nittany Lions do have an opportunity here to put more points on the board before halftime. I think you have to make the quick change of, I don't see many opportunities in which we can play without a quarterback spy, to be honest with you. Dumps it off. There's nobody there with Ford. Come on. That was a real poor tackle attempt there. Scales will be in the spy this time. Run play. It's a nice run up the middle. They have to kind of save those quarterback spy spots for third downs because I feel like the computer definitely runs the ball better when you're only sending 3 guys kind of in the backfield, if that makes sense. So run, but Berglund makes a nice play. Going 3 wide receivers. Putting Morton in the spy this time. Gonna stop him with 3 runners here on this side. Scales, we get to him, and Jeffries makes the play. Penn State is forced to punt for the first time. 2-minute warning. Smith will let that one bounce into the end zone. We'll take over at our own 20. I'm perfectly okay with this not being a crazy drive here. Already thrown 1 interception, not really trying to throw another one. Hand this off to Joyner. Ball scorer gets a gain of 1. Trying to kind of set up that seam pass there on that RPO. Not working right now. Now this time's going to take it. It's going to get sacked. Now Penn State takes a timeout. Okay. A very good offensive drive here so far, for sure. 3rd and 17. We're not going to do anything crazy here. It's going to set up a screen for Stenerud. See if we can maybe make something happen. Nope. Couldn't get the blockers. They read it perfectly. All right. So a really bad possession there for Purdue. So we get the punt off. Penn State's going to have really good field position here. Starting off at Purdue's 43. Minute 14. Certainly think we're okay for not really expecting them to run. They do have 1 timeout left, and then they run it on the very first play. Make the tackle. Much better effort there from Hines. Bringing him down quickly. The Scales in the spy again. Goes out of bounds. Get off the field here again defensively. Put Morton in the spy. Underneath, just plenty of time to throw. Guy open. Okay, nice play there from Penn State. Got that to Hamilton. Berglund in the spy this time. Read option. They're going to have to take a timeout now. Nope. The last timeout, if we tackle them in bounds, have a good opportunity to be able to hold them without points here. Come on. He scrambles. That's a slide. 10. Yep, they're going to run out of time. So a 14-13 lead here for Purdue. We do get the ball to start the second half. So a really bad start. The Taylor Downs interception certainly scares you for sure. We answered with a couple of touchdown drives after that. I think we've done a pretty good job of taking care of the football since that play. Just gotta maintain being ahead of the chains and ahead of where we need to be. 14-13 lead here as we start this second half. Moving very quickly. Both these offenses are taking a lot of time off the clock. Certainly have no issue doing that myself without our best offensive player. We really need to get this run game going though here in this second half. We're going to try to open up with that run game. Maybe another handoff. Volk. Get 2 there. Really would like to. Just makes me nervous trying to play like this. Once takes it. Golly, come on. I half second later and you don't hit anybody there. Ends up being a completion for a first down. Jones takes it. We'll try to bury this over to Smith. He makes the grab and breaks the tackle. Another big grab for him. He's had a pretty strong kind of middle stretch of this season. Really has made some nice plays for us. Stenerud now getting the carry and is going to get a first down. Penn State player injured one of their linebackers in Purcell. We get this run game going. Joyner somehow sneaks through that. Do not know how. Literally no idea. Stenerud now comes back out. 3 wide receivers, Burham in. It's a carry for him, first down. Just takes it. It's quick underneath of Harris there, not a lot working with. It's a 2nd and 7. Going to stay ahead of the chains. Did okay on that play in doing so. Joyner this time going to go out. It's not set up. Not set up. Ends up getting a couple there. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. Certainly manageable here. Doesn't seem like they're sending pressure. Just takes it. Tries to get that over, and he squeezes it again to Smith, who again breaks the first tackle. It's a team right now playing and throwing with confidence, trusting his guys. Now takes it, tries to float that, and he finds Durr, who gets into the end zone with the diving effort. Thankfully does not fumble. Purdue is able to extend their lead, a 3rd passing touchdown of the day from downs. Actually, it's 4 technically if you count the pick 6. But a 21-13 lead, and his defense really seems to be playing okay. It's this Penn State offense. Can that hold? Have to find a way to essentially get pressure with 3. I mean, that's really what we're looking at here. This time we're going to send 4. We're going to put Sly, since he was the 5th man, coming on a spy. It ends up not working out because they dump it over there where he could have helped out. It's okay. 1st and 10. Take the Scales and the spy here. So run play. Come on, guys. Wrap him up. Nice job. Good team defense there. Almost bounced that to the outside. We do eventually wrap Ford up. It's more of a zone here. I think we're going to hold the 4 down lineman this time. The wide receiver in motion. Quick RPO to him, but it does not work. I think he tried to flip that out to a tight end, maybe. Doesn't pay off. A 3rd and 9. Rush 3. He's going to eventually try to scramble up. What a grab. Right all over the receiver. Just no pressure there. Okay. Good throw there from McCauley. Offense has not scored a touchdown yet today. This is the drive they do so. Let's get a little aggressive here. This full house pistol set, I think I'll take a chance here. Good open throw, good play. Berglund with a nice tackle, but got beaten the spot. Come on. Screen. Pass comes way back. It's got good blocking, but Wright comes up and makes a solid tackle. Again, a 4 there for Ford. Come on. What we do, we put Morton in a spy. Play action, okay. That helps, but a throw over the middle, he catches it, and Penn State is into the end zone. Strong play there from Jaron Hamilton. Really took a hit there over the middle. Made his play count. Time we're going to send 5. A little man defense, see if we can make this work. Come with the screen, he gets in and ties it up. Big time drive there for Penn State. It's tied up. Got a lot of game left in this one. A lot. Really hoping for a little bit more from the defense there. Gotta go score. Good run here for Joyner, trying to be patient. Find the right lane. It's up to 70 yards on the ground. He's been real explosive. He's done a nice job. Just like he did in year 1 with Maccabee. Come on, get forward a little bit. Okay. And a 2. Need a nice, easy completion there. Golly. Assist to Durr. Should be a first down. It is. I think that's just his second grab of the day. Largely done a nice job with him. Yep, this is his second catch. 2 pretty big ones, though. So carry to Stenerud, just not getting the blocking consistently with this great defensive line. Second and 9. Just takes it. They'll try to squeeze this into Durr, and he drops it. 3rd and 9. Feel like we had that set up. Should have been a catch. Everybody's pretty much blocking each other off. This time's going to take it. Try to float that over, but gets hit as he releases it. Okay. Golly. All right. Hamilton, good return. All right, we're back out on defense. It kind of sucked how that ended. It's a good start to that drive. Come on. Quick RPO, knocked away by Wright. Okay, made contact with him as soon as the ball got there. Very nice, very nice. We're over there again, but he breaks the tackle. This time Schumacher does bring him down. Ends up only being a gain of 5. Really nice catch there from Rigby. We need to stop here defensively, boys. Come on. Over the flats. It's that play they make that throw over the middle, I think, last time. Yep. Right up the seam. Just nobody with him. Wide open in between the zones. Okay. Come on. Somebody make a play. Run play is good. Golly, good blocking. Breaking tackles. We head into the 4th quarter. The game is tied at 21-all. Got to find a miracle on defense. They are really getting going now at this point. I'm trying to get to the Big Ten championship game. I'm trying to get to the playoffs. We got to find a way to get something done here. I think that's the way to do it necessarily. Come on. We just get to him. It's a run play for him. He's taking too many hits now. At some point in time, that needs to be something a little different. Goal line. 60 pinch. This is a 100% quarterback spy. He did not get it. I want to send Barker out again. This is another long field goal. Kind of in the middle of the field, though. Kick is up, kick is good. Golly, man. He is making these 50-yarders with ease on the road. All right. 24-21. Branch still very banged up. Branch splits the defense, though, and he's going to do it again. 25-20, 15-10-5 in Branch. Another return touchdown this season. Purdue immediately strikes. Ahmad Branch, banged up and all, gets the job done. It's a 28-24 lead for Purdue. Can you somehow get a turnover defensively? Can we find a way to give ourselves some cushion here? Still over 10.5 left. Great tackle there. First and 10. They have run the ball so well in this game. Do so again here. Come on. Bradford got to come up on that a little better. It's pretty poor defense. Golly. Come on, guys. And a 9.5. I'm not ready to play aggressive yet. Big throw. They are tough to stop. I mean, as we are really struggling to get pressure, and that is badly hurting us. I think just one sack today from Harkless way back in like the first quarter. It's another run play. We get lucky he couldn't jump over Jeffries there. It's a gain of 5 though for Ford. His run game has certainly gotten going for the Nittany Lions. We send 3, put Scales in a spy, hoping that eventually helps us make a play, but they run a quarterback blast again. 3rd and 3. Protect for the run. RPO. Just another play made. We're going to be aggressive in this play. Let's hope it's a run. It is a run, but Scales gets caught up, and that is going to almost be a touchdown. All the way down at the 1. Golly, Scales was like in a position there to make the play. It just didn't work out. Come on. 1st and goal. Run play. He gets into the end zone. What a game this has been. (31-28). Trying to avoid this loss at home. Smith this time. All right. 1st and 10. Bolt tries to get to the outside. Golly, somebody make a play. Come on, guys. Golly. Just takes it. Make the throw, Downs. Golly, man. It's wide open. Just wide open. Got it again. Deep dig to Corey Smith has been undefeated today. Joyner. I don't know how we lost a yard on that play. Third and 11. This is tough because we're not consistently running the football. Jones takes it. That's interception. Dropped it. We have to punt it. Cannot, like, you can't miss those throws to Gant. You can't do that. Like, I don't know how we get a defensive stop right now. I don't know. I don't know how we do it. Second and 1. The handoff. We stop them there on this play. Come on. Come on, guys. Make the play, and Scales does it. Let's go. Get the third down stop. DeAndre Smith has made some big returns. Got this one set up. Okay, we got good starting field position. 2.5 minutes left. We just got to get a first down. Don't have to super press right now or anything. One play at a time. Golly. Two-minute warning. Okay. There's Harris, and it's a first down. Make it happen. Right here. Come on. We get this out to Smith. Gain of 5 gets the first down. Joyner splits it, another first down. Let's hurry it up. I think I want to go right back to it. It's right back to it. Joyner breaks a tackle. It's a gain of 5. Let's take a timeout. Second and 5. 3 wide receivers out here again. Now takes it. Gonna float this out to Corey Smith. Got it inside the 15. Now we certainly can let the clock run. Nice play there. We're in control. I'm gonna let a lot of this clock run here, I think. Give it like a minute and then take a snap. It's a handoff to Joyner. Gain of 7. Okay. Now we'll take a timeout. 3rd and 4. Take it. Durr's going to get it in, and Purdue scores. Retake the lead. 29 seconds left, and Taylor Downs may have just done it again. Outstanding drive there from the offense. They have all 3 timeouts, but they have to get into the end zone. Underneath. Took up a lot of time there, though. Seconds left. Still have 2 timeouts. Take a one-on-one shot. Come on. Come on, Hines. Knocks it away. Let's go. Huge play. Huge play. 3rd and 2. Big thing is the time clock. Harkless gets to him, and it's a diving interception. Dalton Sly. Ball game. Purdue is going to come away with another insane victory with a huge drive at the end of the game, scoring a touchdown with less than a minute left to get the job done. 35-31. We have vanquished Ohio State and Penn State, regardless of record, maybe the 2 most talented teams in this conference, keeping our playoff hopes alive. A 4-touchdown game from Taylor Downs. 5 if you count the pick 6. We came back from 10-0 down very early in this game. Never wilted, never wavered. Durr, with 2 touchdowns, including the game winner there. They sent pressure right at the middle, opened up the middle of the field. Really, really nice job. I really think our player of the game is probably going to be Corey Smith. Dalton Sly with the big interception there. Harkless had a couple of really nice plays. I mean, incredibly even game. We had a lot more first downs. But the yardage almost exactly the same. We had 10 more plays than them, but they had more yards per play, more rushing yards, more yards per rush. They were more efficient through the air. More yards per pass, more passing yards. They were 6 for 12 on 3rd down. We were 9 of 14. We were 1 for 1 on 4th down. We ended up tied for turnovers thanks to that interception there at the end. Penn State won the time of possession. They had more yards, but the Ahmad Branch, kick return touchdown certainly plays a role in that. Taylor Downs goes 22 for 33, 236, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He now has very easily thrown for the most touchdowns we have had in a single season in this series. Caden Veltkamp threw 24 last year. Downs is already well over that now at this point. Joyner, first game here as a starter, 18 attempts, 92 yards. Stenerud looked fine. Volk, we could not get going at all in this game. Corey Smith, just a gigantic performance, 7 for 77 and a score. Really crushed them on those deep ends, clutching up a lot of those 3rd downs. He was essentially just uncoverable and was breaking tackles after catching them, burning it to the end zone. Durr with 2 scores. Gant had a couple of really nice plays on here. We did miss him on what should have been another pretty big gain, though. I think he's going to be a stud for us. I thought the offensive line was really good in pass protection. Gave up 1 sack, I think, on more of like a free blitzer kind of play, though. Didn't run the ball consistently in the second half, but it did enough to get it done. Bradford, 11 tackles, a tackle for loss. Thought he maybe had some opportunities to make some better plays. Hines, same for him, but, 8 tackles. I'm sure he had no pass deflections for him. Berglund was pretty solid. Scales certainly had his moments. Harkless with a sack, 2 tackles for loss. A lot of guys kind of got into the action on that. We had just the 1 sack, the 1 interception there at the end. Didn't have to kick any field goals in this game, thankfully, and it ends up working out. We get the win. Let's take a look at Penn State now. McCauley, 18-24, 238, a touchdown, an interception. Ford was really, really good for them. He really was. Roth had a couple of really big plays for them as well. But Ford was a menace all around. Hamilton had the really nice touchdown grab. Rigby had a really solid game as well. Ford is probably going to be their player of the game, their thumbnail player of the game. Maybe the guy that got the interception. I think I'll go with Ford. Campbell, Purcell with a ton of tackles here. A lot of tackles for loss. Just the one sack there did come from Nelson on a blitz. And then the one interception from Belgrave Shorter was a pick six. So we had the kick return touchdown. They had the pick six. Definitely helps kind of even each other out from that standpoint. But yeah, I really want to kind of highlight Corey Smith here as our thumbnail player of the game, if we can. Man, what a game. What a game. I mean, it's just another really good game, man. Like, we're threading the needle for sure. I mean, just barely doing enough, to get away with these wins, but it is enough. We held them just enough on our side of the field. Got just enough defensive stops. We just did just enough consistently. I mean, that's kind of been the tale of the season for the most part here so far. Take a screenshot there, and then we'll get one of the just the background. And another big win, 35-31. Golly. And it should be we should be getting some commitments and stuff rolling in as well. I believe we had 3 players coming in on a visit here. It's because we had some hours to kind of give away. So hopefully we can make that work. Let's advance the week. We do get a commitment. Jeff Humphreys, left-handed quarterback, if I'm not mistaken, out of New Palestine, Indiana, 4-star guy. That's the only commitment we got. That may not be a good thing here. Okay. Brain exposure still a B-. Oh, if Taylor Towns decides to transfer, I may have a freak out. All right, number 9. Take a look at the scores around the top 25. Week 11. And Mississippi State upsetting Oklahoma. So that might have been a team that fell below us. Mississippi State's 7-3, not ranked. That's been a very solid team, though. Tennessee over South Carolina, Miami over Duke, Georgia over Vanderbilt, UTSA over Tulane, SMU over Pitt. Pitt has now lost their first game of the season. Big win there on the road for SMU. Michigan over Michigan State. I believe we play the next game. I think it's Michigan State. Yeah, Michigan State, then Indiana. USF over Navy. There's our win. Florida over Auburn. Memphis over UAB. Oregon barely surviving Maryland the same way that we did. But Oregon up to number 2 in the country. LSU up to number 1 over Jax State. Syracuse over Georgia Tech. Kansas State over Kansas. Alabama over Arkansas. Texas over Kent State, Nebraska with the win, Clemson over Notre Dame, a really, really big matchup there, and then Arizona State over Colorado. Take a look at the players of the week. We had Tywan Cox out of Illinois and Allen Middleton, wide receiver from BYU, had the very typical player of the week game there. And then Chauncey Cobb had a really nice game there at wide receiver for Northwestern. Take a look at the Heisman watch. None of our guys here, obviously. You got a UTSA player here. Jonah Wilson had a really nice game, a rushing and receiving touchdown. Mazina makes his way up. Tavian St. Clair has been jumped by Holstein. Okay. CFP bracket, I mean, we were in it last time. I'm assuming we're going to be 9th here, and we are. We're currently, if the season was over today, we would be in the playoffs, and we would be taking on Pittsburgh. Take a look at our stats. Downs up to 28 touchdowns, has thrown 11 interceptions, but 75% completion percentage. We put a lot on him to throw the football this year for sure. We're throwing it a lot, especially around the red zone. Marshall did not get a touch in that game. I thought Gabriel Joyner, that is, did a nice job there. Volk definitely struggled, and we did see the first play of David Stenner-Rudin. I think so far it looked okay. Durr got into the end zone twice, putting together a nice season. I think getting to 1,000 yards is getting tougher. He's had a couple of slower weeks. Smith is really coming on as of late. Burhan now at 10 receiving touchdowns as well. Defensively, Scales and Berglund way up here at the top. Berglund, I think, is going to win every award that he can possibly win. Sly's kind of third there in tackles by a long shot by himself. Berglund and Schumacher got 8 sacks from Schumacher, 8 from Jeffries, 7.5 now from Harkless. We've gotten our 3rd interception of the season. Nobody with more than 1. Okay, let's take a look at recruiting. So now we certainly have some hours available. Still looking good for both of these. At this point, we certainly have to have his top 3. Yep, we got him 5. We'll just go ahead and take the 5 off. We'll make it the full 50 there since we have some hours to work with. Carvalho, another 10 there. Just trying to make sure we bring him in. So Ankara, and of course Ohio State decides to offer him. Isn't that just sweet of them to do so? So that's already pretty well a one and done situation. Okay. Of course, had no scholarship offers. We go for them, and yeah. Okay, Atkins are still doing okay here. Okay, at this point we can put more hours into him, try to finish him up. Put the full 50. Put another 10 here on Bender. Casey, so we had him come in on his visit. We did pretty much all we could do for him. We're giving him all the points that we can. We've retaken the lead over Nebraska. I don't know if it's going to be enough, especially with them still having their visit coming up. Boykins we're up on. Cantrell, we're doing well here. Let's go ahead and let's cut this. Coach stability only being a C+ is kind of crazy, but yeah, probably going to end up losing this battle here for Seals. We do have the pipeline that might be enough to overcome the visit. I wish Fusco would just come on. Would be nice. It's just come on and commit. We've been the only people recruiting you all year. Irving, not great. Would certainly take some seasoning. Add some more. Again, he would be strictly an inbox guy with that 81 speed. I don't think Hape is more of just a guy to make sure we have a guy, essentially. 47 press, Allie. Just kind of wild seeing how low that number is. Got 50 points left. I mean, at this point, we need to might as well put some more hours into Ballher. Just make sure. I think the special teams are okay. We might as well max out the points that we have. Put them on Hape. All right, that's going to do it here for this episode. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode, and hope you enjoy the content. If you do, like and subscribe. Leave me feedback down below, and check out my Seattle Mariners franchise on MLB The Show 25 on the channel as well. 8-2, ranked number 9. Until next time, thanks so much for tuning in. Peace.